I can't even remember how that got started. I've still got I think I've got a couple pictures knocking about on my laptop.
I swear I told you to keep the username and password, just in case we wanted to do it again on the Saturday night.
And I do, it's that one there, their second one. Yeah.
Nice.
So if we ever feel like, tracking down some pedos again and shaming them on Twitter.
I've seen a video of that on Facebook, although they go one step further, because they actually get a camera and agree to meet this guy over Facebook in the middle of the town centre, and then walk up to him and start talking to him whilst filming him and saying, "You've just agreed to meet a 15-year-old girl for sex in a hotel," and just start abusing him.
It's a smart way of doing it in public, because otherwise they could kick off and punch them up.
Yeah, they do it by a bus stop in a real crowded city centre, so.
Mm.
And yeah, it just shows us sick people out there. Watch out, kids.
Strong message.
Yeah, don't do drugs.
Alright.
Another message.
Fucking old man. Jesus.
Are we going to get into Burgergate here or? No.
Into what?
Burgergate.
Oh, yeah.
It's a bit risky.
That one is a bit risky. I have had previous racist videos on my channel before. Not sure if they're... But we can go on to Burglargate.
Right,
was,
yeah.
That was interesting. So, yeah. You know those times when you wake up and you want to just see how everybody is after a night out? You don't often expect to be up for another 3 hours until about 5 o'clock in the morning discussing how if someone comes into your house, they lose all human rights and you can kill them. Yeah.
I'd like to clarify at this point. Very drunk after the night out for a start. Muddling up my words. Did not come out at all how I wanted it to. Looking back on it, I'm not standing by some of the points I made. Just like to clear that up.
Okay.
Not convinced.
One day I am going to break into your house and I may have a knife in my pocket, or it might just be a pencil. But we're going to see if you kill me or not.
You're willing to take that risk.
I am willing to take that risk to prove that you are mental. Although that does make me kind of mental as well. But that's not the point here. Point is you're a little bit on.
I wouldn't say that.
Yeah, well, you're wrong. Right, so obviously being a fresher, there are the various nights out and events. I still to this day think that the AAA band was a fucking rip-off, and I could have probably gotten away with just buying the Big Night Out shirt, because we didn't really use the AAA band to its full
Flame
potential.
Party, Rave and Ball, we got used for them.
Yeah.
That would have set you back quite a bit. I think there's quite
Pretty
a
big
big
events.
three of those.
Maybe. But it's like, how much was it? It was like 60 quid.
50.
Was it really?
I believe.
It went up by the time I bought it, because I bought it when I was actually here.
See, the problem was that, well, I mean, for some of it, Phone Party, I was only there for about an hour, I didn't even see any phone.
No, that was so crap, because they had like one cannon at the front, and that was it. Wait,
Yeah.
why was you only there for an hour?
I was hurt back to the crime.
Oh,
That was the start.
yeah.
Yeah, that's when James took a glass to the face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which sounds a lot worse than what it actually was. It just kind of, someone had lobbed a cup backwards and the point of it hit him in the top of the head. But
Don't tell him that. He'll
might.
milk it for as much it is worth.
Jesus, he smashed the glass out of my face!
In my first 2 weeks in Southampton, I experienced James getting bottled. A man in a full grey tracksuit, so you can already tell kind of what sort of man he's going to be at this stage. Hit a woman in the face and knocked her to the ground in the park. Yeah,
Jesus.
Playing football, just went whack.
Oh,
yeah.
And a man getting arrested outside Bella Italia, pinned up against a police van. I was thinking, where have I come to?
What have you come to?
What is this?
Yeah.
Luckily it died down. Southampton's actually quite a nice place.
Luckily it died down, but someone still got shot.
Yeah, someone got shot.
And there was
Yeah.
stabbings in Kimber.
Yeah, with drug problems.
One of the
and
lecturers tends to deal cocaine.
Yep, there was that as well. I had to deal with that when there was on the opening day. And there was 2 people that passed out in the park just across the road from uni.
But other than that, lovely place.
Yeah.
Lovely place.
Lovely.
Can't fault it.
Yeah, no. great parks. Apart from the one that's known as Rape Park, that's
During the day, it's
it's awesome.
Nice in the summer.
Yeah. But yeah, and then there was that time that we went to Seymour's and there was those 3 guys that chased that one guy down the road.
Yeah.
Okay, it's off.
Yeah.
Mm.
But again, lovely place. Lovely.
Yeah.
Definitely bring the kids in.
I'd still class it as nicer than where I'm from.
Yeah, but then you're from Leicester.
I
know you're from
Rugby.
Rugby.
Yeah.
Rugby.
I'd rather live in
Rugby.
Drugby.
Rugby.
Yeah, great place.
It's actually known as Rugby.
Yeah. Wow. Better to be from there from Lutterworth though. Slutterworth. That's a place.
Just full of names.
Yeah.
Well, I've got
Drugby, Thugby. Great place, great place.
True. Wow, that place is mental. Crazy shit going on down there. Yeah. So was there any particular event that you liked most? I think.
In terms of freshers or just over the whole year?
Let's stick to freshers because over the period of the year there wasn't that many events. Oh wait, no, because there was Carnage.
Carnages.
Yeah. Well, let's include Carnages as well then.
Okay.
The Beauty and the Geek Carnage. I would probably say was one of my best nights.
I didn't like that night.
Yeah. But then that was the night that you just went off by yourself.
Yeah, I had a great time.
Yeah, see? Like, leading up to that, I kept telling you to do stuff like that. And you finally did it.
That was the night where Beth brought a guy back. Shock. And he was sick on her bed.
Oh, yeah.
And he was sick in her room and in her toilet.
Yeah. She ended up sleeping in your bed, didn't
She ended up sleeping in my bed. And then eventually she got dragged back into her bed. Still had all my duvet covers and shit.
Yeah. It's also when James had pulled Chloe and she ended up throwing up in vodka reds and we had to take her home. Yeah. I wasn't a big fan of that one either, strangely enough.
The army
Might
one was
explain
good.
If I was away from the rest of you, why I had such a good night then.
The army one was good.
Yeah, that was pretty decent.
We had a proper effort to dress up for it, which I liked.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was good.
We looked good.
Yeah, we did. I think.
Freshers Rave. Had a great time.
Which one was that one?
We had Reggie Yates playing. I thought it was good.
I thought that was the
We had
freshest
the ball.
ball.
Freshers Ball then.
When we were
Enjoyed
dressed
that.
up all smart.
Yeah.
Ish.
Good night.
Yeah, I like that because I got proper dressed up. If you were on about the one that I thought you were on about, which is where we all wore the bright clothing,
Yeah.
wasn't quite a fan of that. Mainly because my now ex was there, so that was a thing.
I remember that night for when we first got into Oceana. Everyone was watching the golf on James's phone.
Yeah,
It
the
was
Ryder
Ryder Cup.
Cup was on, yeah.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah. Watched many a sporting event at uni over the year.
Just a few.
See, now, previous to coming to university, in Cornwall, football's not that big. Mainly it's rugby. But at coming here, I didn't realise that there was so much football on all the time. Literally, it's just everywhere you go, like, it's just football. There's so much of it.
It's great.
Does pass evenings.
But I will admit that the whole Leicester thing of recent events has, it's quite, I don't know. The only word I can think of is inspiring, just in the sense that I don't see.
When's Leicester been inspiring?
Let me finish that remark.
No, I just meant in the sense that like you don't really see people get that emotional or invested in very much these days, and to see someone like you behave or react like that to Leicester succeeding was quite moving.
I like to feel that everyone's sort of like, I know Joe and James said it before, that they look out for the Leicester score, they looked out for it over Easter just to check how we were doing. I like that. I like that I've managed
You're
to
spreading the message of
impact a bit
Leicester.
of Leicester. If you're flicking through the Championship, would you look up the Leicester score?
Yeah, and if they lost, I'd probably mention it to you.
Oh, there we go. Still spreading the word. Good or bad, spreading the word.
They're still a shit team, but I'm
We'll
joking.
see come Sunday.
Yeah, we will see. Hang on a second.
We won't, because you won't be here.